Welcome back to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. At the beginning of this year, we did a lot of fencing, which I've talked about in previous episodes. Wadey, that's very noisy. Part of that process was pulling out all the hardwood posts, some of which had been grown and cut down from here on the farm. And we collected all of them up. We thought that they might come in handy for something. It was definitely really good wood and we didn't want to throw it away or burn it. As you've seen with our new shed, we've been blending the new with the old. We've got the old tin behind me, my old furniture blended in with my new stainless steel workshop area. And we've carried that through to the farm side of the shed as well. We've had all of those posts turned into the most amazing workbench. It is absolutely beautiful. All of those posts were cut into the same size. They were sanded and they were filled with resin and they were put together to make this really, really beautiful bench. And it's really made the other side of the shed feel complete now. We still do have to do the stairs for the mezzanine, which maybe we should do with reclaimed timber as well, because I think that would look really, really beautiful. But it just has set it off. It's all along one half of the shed and it is just this beautiful centerpiece, and it really represents the old and the new of the farm by bringing in those old posts that my pa cut and put in the ground that we carefully took out and collected, and then with a skilled craftsman we've been able to have them reclaimed and reused and put into something that is going to be useful and part of the farm for a really long time to come. It's been quite a few weeks since I've spent any time in the veggie garden. I've ducked out and grabbed a few bits and pieces for dinner, but not really spent any time on the gardening side of it, which I should probably do because it's getting a little bit out of control. I want to let the rocket and the coriander go to seed, and I'll see if there's any other plants that would do well from letting them go to seed. I know some of the pea pods fell into the garden bed, so hopefully they can dry and perhaps become new pea plants as well. The rest I need to pull out, cut back, look at what's there and start to plan for our summer garden. I really want to buy some tomatoes, and there are a few local places who are advertising seedlings, so I will, now that we are allowed to go and do those kinds of things, I will make a time and go and grab some tomatoes and look at what other vegetables might suit based on our eating habits to fill up the rest of the beds and complement what we've already got. I'd like to also add some more flowers around the garden as well. I know that my mum has been preparing some lavender bushes from cuttings, so when she's allowed to come up here we will be able to plant those out. But I'd also like to get some marigolds and plant some nasturtiums and do some more of that kind of companion planting and things that are going to promote the bees but also keep away some of the pests like moths. I'm back on the knitting this week, and I've picked up my Rio Kalina cowl and done quite a bit on it. It is got quite a bit of length now, and I'm really enjoying the flow of being able to pop in the random cables and the rhythm of the 2x2 rib, and I think that it's looking really cool how it's coming out. I have almost finished my first ball of yarn. I've got this little piece left. It is my souvenir yarn from Japan, which is this brand here. I only bought one skein of it and I knew that this wasn't going to be enough to do the complete length of the cowl. It's about half, I think. So what I've done is I've wound some of my hand spun, which is very similar in colour and also in its sort of spin So I am going to just start with this once I run out of this one, and hope that the two together kind of provide a really interesting flow. Obviously the connection will end up being at the back behind my hairline, so you won't sort of see the change, where the change happened, but there will be sort of these two pieces that come together to form the cowl. So I'm hoping that it will look nice. Sort of want to quickly work through the last of this bit so that I can put this in and start to see how it looks. It was nice to get back to knitting. There was a couple of really wet, rainy days, and it was nice to just sit and knit all day. It's a bit indulgent, but it's a really nice thing to be able to do. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm.